already. All right, here we go. It's LAWMAN Mike with www.lawmanguitars.com. Do I have your attention now? Okay, good. Hey, have I got one of LAWMAN's personal guitars again? I was telling Brian just a little bit ago. I said, I had 2 of these, and I've had them forever. I mean, I just love these guitars. It was one of the guitars I lusted after when I was a kid. And, they sold them in one of the shops in Bellevue, and I got to play it, and I just fell in love with it. But could I afford it? No, I could not. But I always loved this guitar because I just thought it was one of the best looking ones out there. And it hasn't changed. I think they still have fabulous, fabulous look. This is a 1961 Harmony H75. Now, Harmony had 4 models. And let's see if we can straighten that out right now. They had the Harmony H75, they had the Harmony H76, they had the Harmony H77, and they had the Harmony H78. Now, the 75 and the 76 were Sunburst, like this. One had this tailpiece, the other one had a Harp Tailpiece. The 77 and 78s were the red ones, and they had the Bigsbys on them. And you'll see, every once in a while, 75's got a Bigsby on it because the owner wanted a Bigsby and they didn't have that model for them. So they kind of changed them around. The Bigsbys fit on all of them, and the tailpieces all fit on all of them. And it just came down to what did you want on them and what color did you want. They came out in 1960, like I said, and actually Harmony liked this model so much it appeared on the 1960, 1961, and 1962 color catalogs. Look just like this. So I thought that was really cool. And they have, of course, the 3 DeArmond gold foil pickups, which, anyone who knows Harmony guitars knows these pickups. They are fantastic pickups, full of tone, very, very powerful, very in your face. They will do whatever you want and maybe more. They are just unbelievably cool pickups. All original from there. It's got the gold little tiny mini knobs, they're called, because they have these little mini jacks in here. So don't try to put your big knobs on here. They don't fit. They got these little mini jacks which fit these little mini knobs. They came in gold and black. The Bobcats also use these knobs and some other models as well. These knobs, don't lose them. They're very hard to find, and you can't get replacements that work right. It's got the original bridge, original pick guard, original switch tips. It's got original strap buttons. It's got the original frets. It's got the original headstock, original truss rod cover. It's got the original individual Waverly tuners on there. The tuners look like they're in pretty good shape. A couple of them might be slightly bent. The top 2 of those usually are, but they're in great shape. And it plays fantastic. Jeff the tech, of course, set it up for me. I had him go over it again. And what's really cool about these models, too, is they have this surround for the 3 switches here, and it also has the overlay on the headstock, which matches the truss rod cover. And it's got the Harmony embedded in this overlay, as well as a little fleur-de-lis here in the middle of the headstock. Now, the other cool thing about these guitars, first of all, I wanted to point out that this one does have, I'm trying to find, where is that? I know I saw it. Oh, there it is. It's got, this one's got S61. There it is. Oh, F61. It's right down in there. If you're trying to date your Harmony guitars, people, unless it has an S or an F dash 2 numbers, you can't date them. You just can't unless you use your pots. And even sometimes those don't help because these mini pots I don't think are dated. But they're very faint sometimes. You have to look very closely. But they stamped them with like a rubber stamp. It was not a machine done thing. They put the models in there sometimes, and then if they had if it wasn't somebody asleep at the wheel, they stamped them with a date. This one is actually stamped 61, F61. It also has the Harmony the little label in there. There we go. It's a serial number, and it's got H75, and yeah, that's right. And it's a serial number, which means nothing. It's 1077. Maybe that's the 1077th guitar that they made. And it's an H75 also stamped in here. These are laminated bodies with maple on the top, sides, and back. A nice, beautiful flamey neck. melodies. It's got one boomer here on the back, looks like probably where it rested on a guitar stand. And also, as I recall, yes, down here, I want to point out that the jack is not broken. A lot of these, this is very thin wood in here. You know, your lead guitar player steps on your cord and you turn and yanks it right out and busts this out. So a lot of these have plates that we use to fix that. This didn't have that malady, but for some reason it must have gotten some moisture or something. But some of the finish has worn off down here. I want to point that out as well. Original strap buttons, like I said, the Harp Tailpiece, original bridge and everything. Now, that's cool. How about these switches, huh? What do these things do? We got 3 of them, which means neck pickup, middle pickup, back pickup. The cool thing about this is, as opposed to a Strat, you can actually pick which pickups you want to have and which combination. I was playing initially in the neck pickup, which I love. The back pickup. Boy, it's a strong pickup. Now again, you can put any combination you'd like. These 2 here. How about the back and the front? That's a cool sound. How about all 3? This is one really, really cool guitar. It plays great. Jeff did an unbelievable job setting it up. I think I've got 10s on it. I don't go that light with these. You know, when they originally came out, they probably had 12s on them. We used to put B strings on our G strings just so we could bend it a little bit. You know, like, you know, the bleeding hands after a 3-hour gig with those strings. But once they came out super slinkies, we were very, very happy. But I put 10s on it, so you could certainly go heavier if you wanted. You could go lighter if you'd like. You know, 10s are probably where this guitar likes to be, but, you know, experiment with it, see what you get. Now, this guitar is super, super cool. However, they came with 2 cases. They either came with the gray and white chipboard cased, which is called the soft shell case. And they were nice. They had plush red lining inside of them, and they were very nice. And I've had some of these guitars with that case, and that would be correct. However, they also made this case. I had two of these. The other one I sold with the red model, the 76, that I was going to demo last month, but it sold too quickly, so I didn't get a chance to demo it. But I just sold the H76 that looks just like this except in red, and it also had the hard shell case. I scoured around and scarfed up two of these cases. They're really super hard to find, but this is the hard shell case that goes with those guitars. Again, it's gray and white. All the latches are here. It has been around. Yes, that is very, very true. But it has the original handle. All the latches work. They're all here. You open it up, and it's like, ooh, my, oh my. Look at that pretty royal blue interior in there. That is very, very pretty. Has the back restraint strap. It still has the plush in it. It's got some extra stuff in here for the body to lay down, so you're not everything resting on just the neck. When you're traveling with your guitar. Accessory boxes here, although it's missing the little thing that pulls it up. There's enough there to get your fingers in there, but I left that alone. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful case. The interior is just perfect, except for that one little thing there and a little bit of wear where the neck sits down. Beautiful, beautiful royal blue interior. When you put that blonde guitar down there, it just looks fantastic. So, hey, LAWMAN has come through again for you. He's got the really cool H61 second year Harmony H75 guitar with the 3 DeArmond pickups that sound fantastic. And he brought you with the hard shell case. Try to find these. You can't find these. They're not out there. I was fortunate enough to have scarfed them up. I've had this guitar for at least 10 years, maybe more. I forget how long I've had it. I've always liked them. I've sold many of them. I saved the best ones for myself. So I will say that I have sold others that weren't as nice a shape as that one or the red one. But you know what? It's time for me to move it on to somebody else. Brian told me there's bands out there playing those. They're just fantastic guitars. They're a blast to play. They're easy to play. They always sound great. They stay in tune. And they're just wonderful, wonderful workhorses of guitars. And with the original case in hard shell, you won't have any trouble traveling with it. So check it out. And hit subscribe while you're here in our YouTube channel. Wait, did we hit 76 yet?
Almost 10 left.
10 left. I'm going to say we're at 7,600 YouTube subscribers. Why don't you, 10 more of you out there. Come on, let's get up to 76. Come on, is that you? Hit that subscribe button, would you? Come on, knock it off. Hit that subscribe button. What happens when you hit that subscribe button? Does all sorts of bells and whistles go off? No, none of that stuff happens. What happens is next month, when I come back in here and do 5 more cool guitars, you'll know about it. That's all that happens. You get to know what's happening with that. So, hey, we've got over 650 video demos for you to look at in LAWMAN guitars. We've been doing these for 15, 16, 18 years, a really long time. But 15 years, I think we figured out last time, was it at 50?
Sounds right.
Yeah, okay. 15 years we've been doing demos for you guys out there. And we've had people that's been subscribers from day one. And you know what? I really appreciate you guys. You watch these. You post once in a while that you've seen it and you like it. And it certainly sells guitars. But better than that, it allows me to communicate with you, my customers. I don't get to see you because I don't have a store. I'm a virtual guy, okay? No, I'm not AI. However, we don't have a brick and mortar store. We do everything out of our shop, and happy to have it that way. That way I can be at your beck and call 24/7. How's that? So hey, check us out at www.lawmanguitars.com. We're on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. What else? Google LAWMAN Guitars if you can't find us. Reverb is where all their stuff is listed. Be sure to check out all the vintage parts we've got now listed. We've got over 200 individual vintage guitar parts that you could scarf up. If you've been looking for a part, we might have it for you. They're all pretty rare stuff, so check them out. So hey, I appreciate you watching my demos. Thank you for watching this one today. Hope we will see you next month. Thank you very much.